Tell me timeline. Where the stuff has come from the past to current. Back in 9000 BC, the dawn of Göbekli Tepe, deep in southeastern Anatolia, modern Turkey, early groups expand the construction of massive T-shaped stone pillars and circular enclosures at Göbekli Tepe, widely recognized as the world's oldest known megalithic temple site. Early Levantinism, permanent hunter-gatherer settlements flourish in Syria and the Levant, most notably at El Karamal and Muriyut. Climate shock, a temporary period of global chilling, occurs as the Gulf Stream shifts southward, creating a brief environmental challenge right as the Holocene begins. On 8900 BC, domestications in the Americas, in the southwestern Amazon basin, early indigenous groups begin the deliberate cultivation and domestication of cassava, manioc, squash, and native tree species, marking the independent start of agriculture in the New World. On 8800 BC, foundation of Byblos, the coastal site of Byblos, Lebanon, is first settled by early communities transitioning into the PPNV culture. On 8500 BC, animal husbandry begins. Early pastoralists in the Fertile Crescent achieve the initial domestication of cattle, sheep, and pigs, heavily reducing reliance on wild game. Anatolian expansion, permanent, structurally sophisticated settlements emerge at Nivali Ori, Turkey, and Anjira, Iran, featuring early clay figurines and sun-dried brick structures. On 8000 BC, the agricultural boom, systematic cultivation of emmer wheat, iron wheat, and barley becomes the primary economic driver in northern Mesopotamia and the Levant. Concurrently, goats are domesticated in the Zagros Mountains. The walls of Jericho, the settlement of Jericho, Tel Es Sultan, expands to an unprecedented 10 acres. Inhabitants erect the massive wall of Jericho on a 28-foot stone tower, establishing one of the earliest known works of defensive urban engineering. Rising global oceans, accelerated post-glacial warming causes dramatic sea level rises. This begins the gradual submersion of Doggerland, the land bridge linking Britain to mainland Europe, and isolates islands across the Mediterranean and Asian coastlines. On 7500 BC, founding of Atalhuyke in southern Anatolia, the massive proto-city of Atalhuyke is founded. It grows into a dense, honeycomb-like settlement of mud brick houses, accessed via roofs, completely lacking public streets. Saharan pastoralism, the Green Sahara period intensifies, and the cattle period begins as nomadic pastoralists herd livestock across what is today a desert. On 7400 BC, geological cataclysms, a cluster of massive volcanic eruptions occurs globally, including major explosive events at Mount Pinatubo, Philippines, and Fisher Caldera, Aleutian Islands, impacting global weather patterns. And on 7200 BC, includes 7001 BC, the statues of Ain Ghazel in modern Jordan. Neolithic artists create the Ain Ghazel statues. These plaster, reed-core human figures represent some of the earliest large-scale representations of the human form ever discovered. See you in part 20 of the World Timeline.